Wow, a beautiful Mark V purple TDI. And alrighty, what's going on, guys? My name is Alex Widuch and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I have a little bit of bad news. We got to start this off with some tellings of stories. Right here, we got our beautiful hood exit, and as you guys can see, I tuna canned this thing, and that is for very sad reasons. I snapped the dog bone mount yesterday. The dog bone mount that I made is fine, but the little threaded hole that goes into the transmission grenaded itself, all the threads ripped out, and this bad boy moves around like a rocking ship. Absolutely destroyed the hood, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing that I did on the purple TDI, and I'm going to make myself a solid engine mount out of 304 solid stainless steel plating, and we're going to replace the stock OEM junk. So if you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure you smash the subscribe button. If you guys enjoy today's video, make sure you throw it a thumbs up. And let's jump right into today. So the TT and the Mark V have similar concepts, but they're not exactly the same. They do both have this transmission setup, these two bolts with this little ear right here in the center to center everything up. But then when it comes to the frame rail side, there's only two bolts, so I won't have to drill an extra hole. Stainless actually eats their drill bit, so I'm excited about that. The TT also has the transmission ears are a little bit higher, so I need to build risers. This is what we're gonna start with, just some 304 stainless, 1/4 inch, nothing too crazy, but she is thick and she is beefy. And this thing literally never moves. I have a stock dog bone mount in there and the engine still doesn't move at all. And all that happened yesterday was I was just literally driving down the road and I heard a little bit of a ding. I looked back and the bolt was bouncing around. Luckily no cars were really behind me, so nothing got hit, so that's awesome. I didn't know what it was at the time, but then I figured out very shortly after. And then I lost power steering maybe like a mile later, and we were like 10 miles from home. So luckily I have a normal battery in this car, so the battery didn't die. But we literally shredded the belt. So last night I ran over to AutoZone with Joey, got myself a new belt, and then we ran over to a local farm, got some milkshakes because you have to be unhealthy. So we got everything we need. Now let's get started fabbing up some stuff and having some fun. So hope you guys are excited for today. Go grab some popcorn if you don't already have some popcorn, and enjoy the show. Now that we got the intake off, we have a full clear view of these bolts and then these two bolts right here. I'm gonna have to go ahead and remove this plastic shielding, I believe. But there's one bolt right there, one bolt right there, and then these two. So we have to hold up the transmission. So I'm gonna get a jack underneath the car to get the transmission at its normal level so we can figure out the height of the spacer we're going to need to put on the plate. So I went ahead and I removed this plastic that covers the main body harness, and it actually doesn't have a bolt underneath, and I can kind of tuck it away, so I'm not too concerned about that. So after I remove these two and then take this away, I might just chop this and use it as the spacer to lay the piece of metal directly across on this. So it's a little bit of a struggle, but I got two extensions on a 5/8. I put the socket itself onto the bolt and then threw the extensions on. In order to bend this plastic junk over here that holds the body harness, I had to move it out of the way, but you can even see the wrench is on a little bit of an angle. I'm gonna go ahead and remove those. Well, I'm just gonna loosen them, and I'm gonna put the jack underneath the transmission so the transmission doesn't sag, because I want the motor to be exactly how the stock mounts were. I don't want it to be tilted or anything like that. So I'm gonna go grab the jack over there that was just supporting the Mark V, but now it's not, and get it underneath the transmission. We got the jack underneath the car. Now all it's doing is just supporting the transmission. It's not pulling it up. It's just allowing it not to drop when I go ahead and remove this mount right here. So now I got this thing completely loose. I'm about to just take it out. It's covered in grease and stuff, so once I got two hands, I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. I knew something was up when the transmission mount wouldn't come loose before. There's actually a third bolt that was right underneath here. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just to straighten the bolt out, but I did a little prying, got it all removed. So I decided what I'm gonna do in order to make the spacers. I'm literally just gonna chop these ears off, front and back, remove the rubber, just use these side pieces and the back piece as a spacer for the stainless steel to sit on top of. Has a nice flat surface to work with, because if I was just to use washers, there'd be a lot of flex, and I want there to be an even amount of room for that metal to sit on so that it can extend out to here. I'm gonna do it outside because cutting aluminum is actually really bad for your health. So I'm gonna cut a little bit, stop, cut a little bit. I don't want to breathe in aluminum dust, so I'm gonna do my best. Got my 4-inch grinder. I've got the mount just screwed in just so it has something to hold on to, kind of like a vise. And I'm just gonna cut all the way around the edge, get rid of this junk, and all it's gonna be left is the base for the metal to sit on. I made a ton of progress. I got the other side all the way cut, and I got this side all the way cut. I just have to get inside those ears real quick. So I got a brand new blade. I'm gonna do that side, and then this side. It's a really messy process. So I got a medical mask on, and really helped me out, but I'm working at it slow, so it's not even worth time lapsing because I'm really taking my time with this. The brand new blade did the trick. Got that completely off. Oh, I guess there's like oil underneath there or something, or water. I don't know. That's not good. That's not good. But yeah, that's a solid platform for me to put my base on now. Took it in the mulch, hosed it off. It's all clean now. So I actually got to cut off this little rib right here. I'm not even gonna bother cutting this because I'll just make the metal just butt up to that so it straightens it out. So then I can mount it up to the trans. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that fan off and then unbolt this thing. Honestly, loss of words. The Rode mic gave out on me on this clip right here, and I was thoroughly not impressed. So we lost the audio, boys, but this is what I did to the mic. Shout out to all the people who like to vlog with these creaky, loud Rode mics that also like to kick out for no reason. This thing literally ruined 5 of my clips. Damn it, it scuffed my window. About to head on over to the local burrito spot, get myself nice and full so I can come back to this TT and really get cracking and drilling and stuff like that. I'm so excited for this engine mount. So if you guys are enjoying the video so far, make sure you guys throw it a thumbs up and let's get over there to get some burritos. I'm not gonna flame this local business, but I came here on opening day. A1, top-notch service. Came here today, out of beans, out of chicken. Took about 5 minutes for them to reheat beans. What's going on here? It's supposed to be a fast food restaurant. Overall experience now, a 2. I'm gonna come back here in a couple days and try it again. If I don't like the service, we're gonna have to flame them. Tell you what, today could be a little bit worse, but besides the service at the burrito place, I got a bird that's right on me. It sounded like it had sand in it, honestly. So I gotta go grab the hose and hose that off and then enjoy this burrito. It's like purple. Are you kidding me? What have you been eating, fam? Nasty. I'll tell you what though, for lack of service, that burrito is pretty stacked. I'm eating good. Halfway through the burrito, I honestly regretted my decision, but anyway, we are getting ready to get started on this. Everything is all cleaned out. I shop vac all the rocks and all the debris out of there. Everything's all lined up in here. So we're getting ready to drill these bolt holes. This thing is looking absolutely awesome. I hope you guys are stoked. So if you're enjoying the video so far, smash the like button and let's get to it. I got this little backing piece I actually left on here to square this out perfectly so there's no like to the side or none of that. So I just gotta drill out those 2 main holes, drill 2 holes here, and then put a notch in the center for the transmission to center out because it's got like a little ridge thing that has center out on. My center punch out, I've got the piece of metal pushed onto the backing piece that I had. Center that out again. Since it's got that ridge, it keeps it nice and centered. Sweet. The main reason I hate working with stainless steel is because 1, it eats through your bits. 2, you've got to go super slow. Got WD-40 on here. I'm gonna move it slowly. Fully through it, it takes so long. Stainless is literally a nightmare. You guys know about stainless if you know about stainless. If you don't, you gotta lubricate, go slow and really work it, but I'm gonna go ahead and drill the other one. This lines up perfectly. I'm super hyped on this. So as you guys can see, those 2 bolts go into the backside. This comes down. Obviously it's on the table. Then it all squishes down and it's all flat, all symmetrical. So now we got to cut the notch in the centerpiece of that and then maybe cut some ears, but I'm going to keep it real simple today. Today's Instagram shout out goes to Young Scoot. Thank you so much for commenting down below, man. It means a lot to me that you left your Instagram and today's hashtag. I think it's kind of funny that you put your Instagram upside down. Please don't do it again. It hurt my eyes. But if you guys want to have a chance to have your Instagram shout out, all you got to do is leave today's hashtag, which is hashtag viral, and then leave your Instagram down below. Today's like goal is 500 likes, guys. Make sure you smash that like button, help out the channel, and enjoy the rest of the video. All right, so I got the other half of the old mount here, and I've got some eyeball measurements where the holes used to be, and I laid it over the top. And I got these 2 measurements kind of just by eyeballing it, and then the center piece I kind of drew out is just cut this, and somehow get this to get out of here. You know me, we're gonna make it happen. Got the 2 main holes drilled, and then the transmission side I've got to make these a little bit larger, but I made all these slits in here because I have to cut across this in order to fit where the transmission's gonna go, the centering part of it, and you can't just cut right into that. So you gotta make a bunch of slits, cut a little bit from each side, and then all these will fall away and it'll be squared out. been really hard to film because it's been raining literally for the past couple like hours on and off, and to get the camera outside is kind of hard. I've been working inside the garage a little bit too, and I got these main pilot holes completely drilled, and then I needed some spacers because inside these bolts you guys can clearly see that there's a lack of thread halfway up, and I took my old KO3 flange, I drilled the holes out bigger, and then I messed with the flange so that these will be able to go here and the bolt can go right through onto the top, and it is literally pouring. So we hate the rain, but I don't live in Florida and it doesn't rain every day, so thank you for that. But I think I'm gonna go ahead, take the moving blanket, put it over that, and get to work under the moving blanket. Guys, what you gotta do. All right, so I'm soaked. I used that originally to put it over my back. Now I'm just wearing the sweatshirt and I'm just completely soaked at this point. That's leaking like crazy. That's how you know, guys, I'm out here, I'm dedicated, I'm doing this for you guys. Honestly, if this was on my own time, this would take a couple of days, but you know what? We're working in the rain to get this done. I got all 4 bolts almost tightened up. That's the last bolt I have to tighten up. This needed a few washers, but now these are tight and everything's really good. It's a little leaky in here, but you know what? I love it. I'm doing this. I'm so excited for it to work. And it's leaking. All right, so I literally just started it, and the amount of vibration in the car is like so comparable to the purple car, but the amount of movement, literally 0 movement, so it's completely comparable to the purple car. Literally 0 movement at all. It's crazy. Obviously, when you solid mount something like that, you do want 0 movement, which is great. I'm really mad about the hood exit because, you know, it doesn't line up like it used to, and the whole hood's complete tuna can. But obviously when I close the purple car's hood, the hole doesn't line up perfectly at all either, and there's still like this gap and stuff. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and just trim this out a little bit. And we are gonna be doing the teardrop. I've just been slacking on that. There's like a U-shaped piece that I got, so I'm gonna be making a sick teardrop that's gonna face off this way, and it's gonna shoot the flames off to the side of the car, which is, you know, honestly, got me too hyped. Yeah, that looks awesome from there, and that's really solid. So I was gonna go ahead and change the serpentine belt, but it's raining outside and I'm not trying to lay on my back because you guys see how hard it's raining outside. But if we do it, we do it. Who knows? Obviously, like any car owner, I want to drive my car after I do a modification to it, even if it's something simple. So right here I got my trusty dusty AutoZone serpentine belt. I put the TT over here underneath the garage so it's not in the rain. And we're gonna throw it in real quick. I've literally turned this into like from an hour job into like a 5-minute job because I'm on my like 6th serpentine belt. I don't know why, they just randomly shred. Maybe the AC locks up or something, but I'm gonna throw this in real quick. Yes, sir. Got it all mounted up. Belt is running beautifully. You can see her spinning, doing her thing. The tensioner pulley wheel was covered in burnt rubber, so I don't know if that's actually gonna ruin this belt as well. I really don't care. I'll just order another one on ECS. If you guys need anything from ECS, hit the link in the description. That helps out the channel. Let's close this hood. Oh, God. But like I said, I'm gonna re-clearance this hood, maybe even make a beauty ring or something. It's kind of destroyed, but it looks good from the front, so that's all that matters. Let's take it for a rip. I've got a voltmeter built into this phone charger, straight off eBay like a long time ago, but whenever it's over 12 volts, you can tell that the battery's charging, because the second the serpentine belt goes, it drops right down to 12 or 11.6. So the fact that it's making 13.6 means that it's charging. So let's head out, see how it drives, see how vibraty it is. Send it. ABS is kicking in. So it sounds like the axle is actually rubbing on the frame rail because the way that I moved it. I guess I moved the engine up too much. But I don't really know yet. You hate to hear it. Some in the rain flames. She's warm. She's warmed up. Non-existent, absolutely non-existent. And that rubbing noise, I feel it in the floor. Hi, my name's Alex, and I drive a 1.8T daily. All right, well, the noise that I was hearing was actually something worse than I thought. The axle's rubbing on the trans lines. I don't know how well you can see in there, but you can see in there, but the bolts are rubbing on the trans line, and if I drive any longer, that's gonna destroy it. So I think I'm gonna end the vlog here, guys. I'm gonna fix that off camera. It's something really little. I'm just gonna add some spacers to the mounts just so it picks up the transmission a little bit since the engine is sagging. Wait, but there's more. I got a 3-inch bolt right here. I gotta go to the store and pick up another one tomorrow, but I've actually got BMX bike bottom bracket bearings, one underneath each of these, one right here and one right here to level this thing out. It's not exactly what I wanted, but this engine is much higher, and I don't think you can see it underneath there. Nope, it's too dark, but it is no longer scratching on the transmission cooler lines. It's actually about 1 inch higher than it, or half an inch. So it's awesome, it's no longer rubbing. So tomorrow when I pick up that bolt, this thing will be back to new, and I'm super happy about it. This worked out really well. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you throw it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. And remember guys, your build's unique to you. Don't let anyone put you down. And keep having fun building your cars. And build your dreams, honestly. Here I am, Mark 6, Mark 5, TT. And we got more on the way. So hope you guys are excited for the next video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, and for all the people that are still watching, just know, even though we didn't get a lot of progress done today, I tried my best. I'm tired. Remember to always try your best. Peace.